Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we are talking about holiday fitness, holiday health, and you know, we just heard from Susie about some wonderful snack ideas, and I have to tell you, during the break, we were all over there eating and snacking, and I have to tell you, everything was awesome, but this dip that she made with the fat-free sour cream and just this little ranch packet, it was so easy. You can see a link on the bottom of your screen if you'll head to that on your computer, and then you can head to Inside Texoma. We'll put a link that you can click on, and then of course take you to more information for some of those recipes. Thank you for sharing all of those. Now we want to move into a little bit more on emotional eating, and it's a big thing, especially this time of the year, and I know, you know, men, of course, I'm sure deal with it too, but women, it seems like that's all you ever hear about is emotional eating, emotional eating.
On my weight loss program, that's the key factor to weight gain is emotional eating. They get stressed out, they have difficulties or problems in their life, and they allow those things to interfere with the way they eat. And we can change our state of mind like this. In a matter of an instant, you can change your state. And that's what I always tell people to do. I tell them, put the music on in the morning. Yeah. You know, for myself, I read the scriptures in the morning. I do a meditation. And then I put music on. Sometimes it's Christian music, and other times I put flamenco dancing music on. Sometimes I put workout music on. Whatever is going to get me into a state of mind that's going to put me in a good place, no matter what's going on in my life. And that's what I try to get people to understand. If they focus on themselves within, then they can find who they really are. Yeah. Sometimes they have their own thoughts that they're not worth it or they're not worthy of having a good life. And that's where it stems, the eating stems from, is from them not having that self-worth. And that's why I created Figure Fabulous for women, because I want women all over to understand that they have a right to have a life, especially mothers that have kids in school and they have demands at work and then they have demands at home, where they find a place for themselves to be able to stop the insanity in their mind so that they can make better, healthy choices.
It's so easy to turn to that food, that ice cream, those cookies, for it's a quick comfort, but then you feel worse, it seems, after you eat it. So I like that. That's great advice, whether it's music, whether it is the scripture like you're saying, or maybe chatting with someone, or getting out and taking a walk around the block. Maybe some people really enjoy getting outdoors. That does them well.
The mind comes first, then the body. Transform your mind and your beautiful body will follow. And that's the way I always tell people, you have to change the way you think. It's kind of like a person that says, I hate to drink water. I don't want to drink water. I hate water. I have to drink something else. If you keep saying you hate water, you're going to hate water. But if you say, I love water, even though you hate water, you will eventually change your mind and you will start drinking that water and you'll be like, hey, you know what? Water's not so bad. You know, and people that say, oh, vegetables, I just can't eat vegetables. They're just so nasty. You have to change your way of thinking for your life to change, and that's with anything you do in life.
That is so true, whether it's your work, your home, whatever it is. So great tips, a lot of stuff to think about this morning, and of course take with you as you're heading out to those holiday parties, as you're having people over, loved ones come in. We definitely want to wish you the very best this Christmas season, and of course, lots of yummy snacks. You can do it in a healthy way and enjoy it at the same time. So Susie, thanks again for sharing all of this insight. We are going to have much more, so stick around. We need a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we are talking about holiday health, holiday fitness, and joining us now with much more on the fitness end is, of course, Miss Shay Boyd. She is a fitness trainer out at Planet Fitness. So, Miss Shay, thank you for being here with us this morning.
No, thank you.
Well, we appreciate you taking time to be here. And, you know, everybody's so busy, it seems, this time of the year. There's lots to do. There seems more shopping to be done, more parties to attend. Just, you know, it seems it's a nonstop schedule. And for many who maybe have little ones thrown in the mix or other family coming into town, it's so hard to get to the gym. So we wanted to ask you some things we can do at home, or maybe if we're going to be out of town visiting family, little things we can do in and around the house to keep from expanding our waistline this holiday season. So what are some easy things we can do? And I understand this advice is stuff that you used to do, some of them, with your little girl, correct?
Yes. I also have a 1-year-old. I have lost quite a bit of weight myself, but I did most of my workouts personally at home for the first few months with her when you have a new one and it's hard to get out. I would do things around the house, squats, lunges, in between commercials, after dinner, when I put her to bed. I tried to get in at least 30 minutes of cardio. That could be jumping jacks. That could be walking to the park instead of driving. Anything. Get around the block. When I go to the store, I park as far away as I can and I walk. Just different things like that.
Lots of easy things that you can do. You know, yeah, that's so true. How many times do we circle those parking lots looking for
the closest one?
Yes, the closest spot. But if we just walk a little bit, it's a little extra bonus for you. So something easy to do. Now, if you can kind of give us some examples, and I know we have some video to show you, but if you can describe or walk us through, if you have a little one, because you did this, she was kind of like your weight, so to speak, and she had fun doing it, is what you were saying. So what do we need to do? Because I have a little one at home too. She may be a little bit too big for me to do this because she's 3. But if we have one and we want to exercise with them, use them kind of as a weight, what's an example?
I would just kind of hold her close to me, and I would do squats. I would do maybe 3 sets of 10, or I would do lunges around the house with her, or if it's warmer, I would get outside. But I would do it in between commercials, so instead of just sitting the entire time and snacking, I would leave the food in the kitchen and I would just pick her up so it's easy for me and it's easy for her. She has fun. Or I would just even lift her, lay on the ground and lift her, or I mean, just doing anything with her to interact. And it's good for her too. It's good to interact with your kids, I think.
Absolutely. What are you really working on, like when you're lifting? I mean, you're working on the arms, right? So did you do like maybe
upper body.
10 reps on that too or something?
I usually stick to 30 minutes of cardio, at least is a good, it's pretty good, 30 minutes of cardio. And then if I did any upper or lower body, I would do the squats or the lunges with her was the easiest, and I would do upper body with her. I'd stick to 3 sets of 10. And then sometimes if I were to up my weight, which would be your 3-year-old, I would maybe add extra reps. I mean, you get into a routine, and especially if it's quick and easy for you to do at home, or even in the mornings, you can do push-ups, you can do, I mean, you can always add to it.
It's something I know, the airplane, that seems to be something that's real popular, you know, where you lay on your back and you put your legs up and put the kids on, and you know, that really, you can feel it in your legs. Yes. I know we did that a lot over Thanksgiving, and they wanted to do it over and over and over, but I was like, that's enough workout for mommy. So just another little idea, if you do have the older ones, I know you can throw that in. Is there something else you recommend? Maybe people don't have kids at home, but maybe they want to take advantage and get in a little workout in the house.
Anything heavy around the house, you could do a sack of potatoes, lift over your head, just anything that you have that's heavier. Or if you do have weights, just even dumbbells, you can even go for your walk with your dumbbells.
How are you gaining something extra by maybe, even if it's just light weights, by walking with that?
It's going to add some resistance. So it's you using your own body and the resistance against it. So it's good for toning, which I know all of us women would not mind. I mean, that's definitely a plus. So it's good to add, even if it is just little weights.
Now, what about the cardio? You talked a lot about that. What are different things you can do to get that in?
The cardio is important, but that can be anything from, like I said, walking to the park. That can be just a walk, jog. You can even I even include when I clean my house, because sometimes that can be a good workout. It's just getting motivated and determined to do it. And once you start seeing results and you get on the right path, I tell people every day, it's a lifestyle. And I get used to it.
All right. Well, we really appreciate all the tips. There's some great ones. They're very easy, things you can do. You can start this morning. Hey, you can even do those as you're watching the show again online, of course, at newschannel6now.com. Michelle, thank you so much for taking time to be here today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us, Texoma. We hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning for much more.